A photojournalism exhibit was held at Albion Public Library on Wednesday as a part of Toronto Library's Civil Society program series. The exhibit, depicting 3 First Nations communities across Canada, was held to increase dialogue and understanding of complex global challenges, such as food security and food sovereignty. Ohenia Ochoa, a public engagement coordinator for the Ontario Council of International Cooperation.
Transformations is a photojournalism initiative that OCIC as a council has to showcase partnerships and the work of one of our members, in this case Canadian Feed the Children.
Winta Tesfaye, the communications coordinator for OCIC.
Some of the goals are to build capacity amongst our membership, so we do that through workshops and trainings. And then the other is multisectoral dialogue, so to convene dialogues amongst communities, practitioners, organizations. And so Transformations is one of the ways that we do that.
The 2 women, along with photojournalist Alan Lissner, traveled to communities in Alberta, Manitoba, and Ontario in an initiative funded by the Canadian government. The 3 saw firsthand how Canada's residential school system affected traditional ways of life, including gardening and hunting practices.
It's photography, and each of those photos come with stories to contextualize, to make sure that you understand who's in the photo, what they do, and why.
For OCIC, it's really about understanding what a true partnership means in the Canadian International Cooperation sector, and then to really understand the challenges that Indigenous communities are facing in Canada.
Fortunately, hope is not lost for these communities, who are slowly reconnecting with their culture.
We heard from people, I feel like I'm going to be more mindful now. I'm going to be more grateful about what I have. I'm going to reflect a little more about how Canada is an ally to Indigenous communities here and even globally.
Today was a really informative community building dialogue that focused on sustainability, food sovereignty, food security, and all of these really important aspects that a lot of people in the Toronto area might take for granted, as opposed to people who might be in the more rural areas in Canada, especially in Manitoba, different places in Ontario. And it seems like a lot of people that came today got a lot of information and took away a lot. So I think this was a really informative, important thing to be held in a community space like a library. So signing off from Albion Library, it's Christina Zisco for Humber News.